The princess picked up the crown from the ground, tore off her long dress, wrapped it around her limbs. She began climbing upward. Just at that moment, suddenly a dark shadow appeared in the cave, letting out a terrifying roar. The princess immediately panicked. Nervously lost her grip and fell. The monster watching this scene opened its bloody jaws. At the critical moment, the princess hooked the crown onto a rock, narrowly saving her life. The princess frantically climbed to the top, but when the princess reached the exit, she discovered the exit was on a cliff, with no way down at all. The princess completely broke down. It turned out just one day ago, the princess had married a handsome prince, but unexpectedly she was heartlessly thrown into the abyss by the prince, and beneath the abyss was the ancient dragon's lair. Fortunately, she was caught by dead branches, which saved her life. When the princess came to, she was immediately pursued by the terrifying dragon. Watching the scorching lava, about to burn her to ashes, the princess quickly leaped, but nearly fell into the bottomless abyss. Luckily, the zipper on her clothes caught in a crevice. This kept her from falling. However, the princess, seeing this, without hesitation undid her belt, then gripped the dagger tightly with both hands, slowly climbing upward, finally managing to climb onto the platform. The princess, who hadn't eaten for a day and night, hurriedly found a water source, drinking in large gulps, just as she closed her eyes to enjoy a moment of peace. Unexpectedly, a dark shadow covered from above. Then the icicles overhead began gradually shrinking, accompanied by a red glow quietly appearing. It was the terrifying dragon pursuing again. Fortunately, Heaven leaves a way out. The next moment, she found a crevice to hide in. It was indeed safe here, but hiding here forever would eventually lead to starvation. So to conserve energy for what lay ahead, the princess leaned against the stone wall and slowly fell asleep. When she woke from the nightmare, she saw her leg was covered with fireflies. The frightened princess quickly threw off those glowing, disgusting bugs. However, the next second, she suddenly discovered the burns on her leg had completely healed. As if realizing something, the princess placed a firefly on her arm. Unexpectedly, the wound on her arm actually healed at a visible speed. Then she seemed to discover something. There was actually a map of the dragon's lair on the stone wall. This immediately gave the princess hope of escape. After leaving her name on the stone wall, the princess immediately followed the map's guidance and actually found a cave leading to the outside world. Soon the princess climbed to the top of the crystal cave. Looking at the cave entrance so close ahead, the princess immediately walked over full of hope, but unexpectedly discovered the next second. This was actually on a cliff face thousands of feet high. However, just at this moment, the princess suddenly heard the sound of horses. Then she saw 4 people on horseback passing by. The princess immediately saw hope again, so she immediately shouted for help downward. But unexpectedly the next second, the dragon actually flew over following the sound.